Imagine you are sitting in your living room. The TV is on. You feel safe. Suddenly, the signal flickers and dies. But it isn't replaced by static. Instead, a masked figure appears, twitching, laughing, and looking directly at you. This wasn't a movie. It was a live hijacking of the American Airwaves. And until today, no one can agree on the truth of who was behind that mask. November 22nd, 1987, Chicago. For nearly 2 minutes, two separate television stations lost total control of their signal. No one at the stations could stop it. No one at the FCC could trace it. The Max Headroom hijackers stepped into the homes of millions, performed a bizarre, disturbing ritual, and then vanished into the digital void. The first strike happened at 9:14 p.m. WGN-TV was broadcasting its nightly sports report. Suddenly, the screen went black. Then a figure appeared. It wore a mask of the 80s icon Max Headroom, standing against a rotating background of corrugated metal. The figure swayed erratically. The technicians at WGN were frantic. They scrambled to switch frequencies, and after 30 seconds, they finally regained control. The hijackers weren't finished. They were just warming up. 2 hours later, at 11:15 p.m., the signal for WTTW, the local PBS station, was hijacked during an episode of Doctor Who. The Max Headroom figure returned. He was laughing a distorted metallic laugh. He began rambling about Clutch Cargo and New Coke. He screamed. He groaned. The audio was being captured by a cheap microphone. This was someone with high-level technical knowledge and thousands of dollars in specialized equipment. The figure leaned forward, exposed his backside, and was struck with a fly swatter by an off-screen accomplice. Then, as quickly as it began, the screen flickered. The Doctor Who episode resumed. The intruder was gone. What happened next would confuse the world for decades. The FBI was called in. The FCC launched a nationwide manhunt. They knew the signal had to have come from a specific line of sight to the transmitter on top of the Sears Tower. They searched the rooftops. They interviewed engineers. They found nothing. No equipment, no witnesses, no trail. For over 30 years, the identity of the Max Headroom hijacker has remained a phantom. 3 theories have emerged, each more unsettling than the last. Theory 1, the disgruntled insider. Many investigators believe the hijack was an inside job. To override a studio-to-transmitter link, STL, you need to know the exact microwave frequencies being used by the station. You also need to know the physical location of the receiver dishes. This theory suggests a disgruntled former engineer or a current employee at a rival station orchestrated the event. If it were a professional, why was the video so amateur? Why would a high-level engineer risk a federal prison sentence and a ruined career for a 90-second prank that made no sense? The risk-to-reward ratio suggests someone who didn't care about the consequences, or someone who thought they were untouchable. In recent years, an amateur investigator on Reddit put forward a compelling case. He claimed to have known 2 brothers in the Chicago underground hacker scene during the 80s. One of them, referred to as Eric V., was a technical genius with a history of eccentric behavior. He supposedly had access to the exact type of microwave equipment used in the hijack. The investigator claimed the brothers lived in a house that matched the descriptions of the background used in the video. But when the theory gained traction, the leads went cold. The people involved refused to speak. If it was Eric, why has he never come forward? Why has no one in that tight-knit community ever leaked the truth in 35 years? The silence feels less like a secret and more like a pact. The most disturbing theory suggests the hijack wasn't a prank at all. It was a test. Some believe an unknown group, perhaps a cult, an underground political movement, or even a rogue government cell, was testing the vulnerability of the national broadcasting system. A smokescreen to hide the true purpose, seeing if they could seize control of the collective consciousness of a city whenever they chose. The hijack happened during a period of high Cold War tension and rapid technological change. If you can hijack a signal in Chicago, you can hijack it anywhere. If you can force a city to watch a man in a mask, you can force them to watch anything. To this day, the Max Headroom hijack remains the only major television intrusion in American history that has never been solved. The equipment used would now be ancient. The mask has likely rotted away in a basement. The people behind it are likely in their 60s or 70s now. They are among us. They might be your neighbors. They might be the engineers you see on the news today. In the final seconds of the second broadcast, the audio cuts out, but the figure's lips continue to move. Some lip readers claim he isn't rambling. He is saying a name. Whose name was he calling out in the dark? And if they could take the signal then with the primitive tools of 1987, what is stopping someone from taking it now?